Looksmaxxing, a once obscure online trend, is moving into the mainstream. Appealing mainly to boys and young men, it's an effort to maximize your looks, often taken to the extreme. The goal, to achieve what looksmaxxers call ascension, or what they consider the optimal measure of beauty.
We're operating in a society that's extremely shallow.
Kareem Shami is a looksmaxxing influencer with more than 2 million followers across social media.
We're not saying go past your genetic limits and go into extreme measures, but try to optimize your lifestyle around your appearance.
So what is the ideal male face? Controversial looksmaxxer Clavicular says he has an idea.
The most attractive man in the world, I would say that in terms of, harmony percentage, it's like a very objective thing. This is not really based on like an opinion of mine, would be Matt Balmer.
The actor's looks celebrated in online forums where looksmaxxers discuss their ideal appearance, a chiseled jawline, specific facial ratios, and eyes one eye width apart. Balmer himself does not appear to be affiliated with the movement. And while some methods are focused on skincare or facial exercises,
start with your preferred facial cleanser.
Clavicular says he went to extreme measures to achieve his desired looks.
I've done like a lot of things like fat dissolvers, like I've injected lipolysis agents into my face, was a big one. And bone smashing.
And he's not alone. Bone smashing has become increasingly popular.
Do you guys know about bone smashing?
People taking massage guns or even hammers to the face.
Smash the bones, baby!
All to cause minor damage to the bone underneath in hopes that it will heal in a more pronounced way.
You're basically throwing the dice and hoping that it goes back the way you want it to, but you have no idea how your bones are going to rejoin themselves. We have no idea what the long-term implications are.
Experts say it's about more than just vanity.
In your research, have you found a negative mental health impact from being involved in this community?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, there's a lot more negative mental health ramifications. They're developing body issues that they didn't have when they first entered the community. And they're seeing their body is fundamentally a very flawed and imperfect thing that is going to ruin their lives.
And looksmaxxing is popular in online forums that often perpetuate dangerous concepts like misogyny, nationalism, even racism.
Race absolutely influences how these men are judging attractiveness. So every man of color is recommended to improve his attractiveness by making himself appear more white.
But despite the controversy, the industry surrounding looksmaxxing is growing, with websites dedicated to selling supplements and products.
If you're talking to a parent of a 16-year-old who's worried about this trend, what would you tell them?
Putting in the emphasis that they deserve to be loved no matter how they look, I think, is probably the most important thing.
Steve Romo joins us in studio. Steve, I have two questions for you. Is this sort of a fringe online trend, or is this becoming more and more popular?
Yeah, it certainly started off very fringe, and it's been around for a few years now, but some influencers like Clavicular have gone viral with some of these clips, and it's really brought this into the mainstream, specifically bone smashing, which we mentioned in this piece. People hitting their face with a hammer. It sounds pretty silly, but when you hear some of the more extreme things that they're going to, taking testosterone, which can mess up their fertility later in life, all these things seem very short-sighted. Something we worry about a lot for young women is their body image issues, but now it really seems like we need to worry about young men as well.
People, especially young men, trying to look their best. I mean, this has been around for decades, right? What's different now is the social media aspect of it, and it's just going to extremes because of social media?
Yeah, it really seems like it. An expert we talked to for this piece was saying that it's really the online community of looksmaxxing. They have their own terminology, their own language in a way, and they have their own rating scale for rating each other's faces. It really is their own subculture that they've created. It's not just trying to look your best. It goes beyond that in a way, with a bit of their own cultural spin.
You know what I'm going to start? Newsmaxing. What do you think about that?
I love it.
It's the best news out there.
All right, I want to ground.
Steve Romo, we thank you for that. We thank you for watching, and remember, stay